All right, we are back in Canada this week, round number 5 for the PTRL League D1 standing situation after the disaster class that was Monaco. We find ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are in 7th place with 48 points. Really, it's 6th place, and Gold Killer's kind of running away with it. He's got 92 points. We're at 48. And then for the constructors, we are still 4th place, still with 111 points after our double DNF. Mercedes with 164s, well clear at the moment. It's going to take a few races here to build this up. We're not going to be able to do this all in one. The track's pretty busy right now. I'm going to go ahead and wait for a second here. Pass hot lap.
First hot lap of the Canadian GP for us here. Getting nice and aggressive on that first turn, and then I always struggle there on that corner 2 exit for traction. Again, with this being our first run, not trying to be too aggressive and take too much out of the track on that first chicane, as well as this one here.
Purple first sector, apparently.
As we go purple in the first sector, trying not to go deep here in the hairpin. That's something I tend to struggle with, trying to keep it nice and tidy and off of the curb. And then again, not being too aggressive there.
A little bit scruffy there, but got to get a provisional lap on the board. And provisionals pull for now. Pass hot lap.
Really satisfied with how that lap turned out, and here we go again on our second flying lap on the same set of tires, using the first set of soft tires again to get really aggressive on this second running. Try and take out as much as we can through this section here.
Just gonna get as aggressive as I can with track limits on this one.
And aggressive indeed leads to another purple first sector. Whether or not that's real or not, who knows? We'll say it is.
Even on older tires, 10.5 improvement. A little oversteer entering that first turn on the chicane. Deep there.
Exiting the hairpin, now all that's left is the final chicane. Get really aggressive, and you can see the time improving and improving.
Good improvement through there. Nearly 3/10.
And the 3/10 improvement's going to lead to another provisional pole lap.
All right, let's take a look at the times here. So we are now P2 by just about that much. Half second ahead of Eric behind.
Now as the time ticks away, we are entering into our third and final push lap. Going to, again, be super aggressive as we have a really good time on the board now. Picking up the throttle slightly early, not improving quite yet. Get a really good exit compared to our previous lap there, so we pick up a little bit of time.
Down the power a little early.
On the power a little bit early, not improving the way that I would like to be. But we straighten up the hairpin a little bit better, running slightly wider. Gives a little bit better traction, as now all that's left is to fully commit and find and pick my line for the final chicane. A little bit of oversteer on the exit, but still that time is improving. And it's going to be
for now
provisional pull once again.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Was going to do another hot lap, but was not able to improve, and so we come into the box as qualifying finishes, and Dom
got it. Third time. You jumped me. Damn.
Dom finishes with pole. We will be starting second in the race. Went with the harder tire allocation for this race. And so we have 2 sets of hards. Going to start on the mediums.
Redemption for Monaco.
Okay, Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
All right, top 3, that's the goal. Certainly possible. Let's get a podium today. Let's make up for Monaco. Let's pop some champagne. Let's go.
As the race starts here, Monaco was heavy on our minds after a double pass DNF. So just looking to have a better finish overall, aiming for the podium because we know that it's right there. Starting off second in this race. And early on here, Dom is showing some really strong race pace. As we're only a few turns in, we will see this top 3 here of Dom, myself, and Nova kind of start to pull away slightly. A theme of this race you will find is going to be track limits. If you've ever raced Canada with strict corner cutting rules, you know.
Okay, DRS is now available.
If you don't get a time penalty, you're probably gonna go up a few spots. So that was the main thing that I was thinking of on this first stint, was just trying to stick with Dom's pace while also not picking up any track limits violations.
Here in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly
And
as
pretty
you can.
early,
Push.
I was committed to the 2-stop. Wasn't really thinking about the 1-stop at all. But we check our tire wear.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at 20%. Like, almost at 20. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, 20% wear after 3 laps. We are going at a pretty quick pace, but I mean, just the tire wear was ridiculous. I'm really glad that we had the 2 sets of hards, because they're able to just be a better race tire for longer,
Okay, so we're leading our teammate
for obvious
by
reasons.
2.5 seconds.
One thing I was having difficulty with was when we were following Dom pretty closely, was spotting our turn-in points to not pick up any track limits. So it was a little game that I was trying to play to be close enough to him and at the same time not be too close to where I can spot my turn-in points and where I want to put the car.
Berkey and Dom now on their own. Berkey taking the inside here as Dom goes deep. Who gets the better exit? Dom preserving a little more speed. Berkey will have the DRS though, potentially here. Yes, he does. Should be an overtake for Berkey. Dom looking to maybe just concede the position here. Take the double DRS zone.
Let's see what my car can do out front.
I was noticing that Dom was really recharging pretty heavily into the hairpin, and with how the DRS detection is, I just wanted to go in behind him before the detection and then try and overtake into the hairpin, use a little bit of extra battery, and then we get the DRS as well. So just wanted to see how our car was out in front, get a little bit of clean air
So we got
with these
29
a
laps
little
of
bit
fuel
worn
remaining.
tires, as Dom is peaking on the inside but doesn't quite have the move. And we also picked up our first track limits warning into the chicane here 1 lap prior, as Dom goes ahead and completes the move to regain that first place position.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Here on the 7th lap, we pick up our second track limits violation. So we're on 2 warnings, 1 more, and then we'll pick up a 3-second time penalty. Really feeling the tire wear at this point. I struggle with that entry and exit on that chicane. I don't know what turns those are. 5, 6 maybe. And then promptly,
Okay, so we've
again,
given a time
another track
penalty.
limit.
It will go against our
It's so hard
finishing time
taking
at
your
the
own
end of the
advice,
race.
I
Get your head
swear.
down and let's get it done.
Damage on their own. Oh, Berkey, 3-second time penalty through the first chicane. That is less than ideal. That is actually kind of horrific to see. Dude, I don't want to say that's race ruining, but that is potentially race win ruining. He's going to have to be ahead of Dom by 3 seconds to take the lead, to take the actual lead to win the race. Or hope that he gets a time penalty. So then Nova.
I'm eyeing lap 9. I'm eyeing lap 9 for a stop.
Looking to box on lap
Understood.
9.
Stopping this lap.
And here we are. Run side by side with Dom into this chicane. Lose the back end a little bit. A little bit aggressive for sure. And then Dom gives us the place back. I'm really not sure why, to be honest.
Will have not much of an advantage anymore as Dom and Berkey are battling. Berkey going kind of wide there. I wonder what happened. Oh, sportsmanship. Dom conceding the position, knowing there was a little bit of a little bit of naughtiness that went on, and so conceding the position.
Remember, box this
Would have
lap.
liked to see
Keep an eye on your
from
distance
his
and speed
angle
limit
as far
line
as
you
what
approach,
happened,
and
but
make sure you don't speed.
no harm, no foul as we come into the box here for our first stop to put on the first set of hard tires.
Right, let's go. Come
Good
on.
stop, good
that
stop.
Was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
Vamos.
So we commit to the 2-stop here. The hard tires should be much
All
better.
right, we'll be doing one
as far
more
as a
stop
race
today.
tire.
One stop left in this strategy.
Those mediums, we're just picking up tire wear so quickly. I'm just going to go back to what Rich said on our first time penalty. Could be race win ruining. Could is doing a lot of heavy carrying in that sentence. We'll keep that in mind as we go throughout the rest of this race. Lining up a nice move on Shakira, Sparkashira as we go by him with much fresher tires, get the good exit on the hairpin. And we're just going to push like hell on these nice, delicious new hard tires. And push like hell means pick up another track limit.
You guys are stretching a 1-stop because I don't know. I'm catching them quick.
And by lap 12 here, we saw superiority and Dom, the two Astons.
I mean, Dom is still out.
Yeah, looking like they might be pushing for a 1-stop. It's going to be very aggressive from what we were seeing with tire wear on the mediums. So I really thought that we had the upper hand.
It'll be fun. We rarely have conflicting strategies. So.
And again, like I just said,
Extra wrinkle in the race.
everyone usually is doing the same strategy, 1-stop. So it was going to be really interesting, really fun to see how this race would play out as we catch superiority here on lap 13. We're going to see if we can line up a move with the DRS into this final chicane.
Of superiority. 6/10, he's catching up rapidly. The grip difference is prevalent. DRS will be double DRS. Or not quite yet, actually. Berkey really close to superiority. That's 9 seconds now for Nova. Has gotten ahead. But this almost kind of actually is to the benefit of superiority if he can retain the gap and kind of ride Berkey's DRS. Ooh, outpaced already.
Wonder if superiority was playing team games there. He was really slowing me down.
I really felt like superiority was holding me up there on purpose to try and help out Dom. I'll never know, but pretty aggressive defending on some old tires. But we moved. We got the move done, and
Yeah,
he said
he's
see you later.
got to be doing a 1-stop. 16 on mediums.
Yeah, 16 laps from Dom on the medium tire.
That's, yeah, still. Yeah.
Aggressive strategy. We will see if it will pay off the one stop versus
They make it
the
work.
two.
Hats off, yeah. I'm on 25% and 29% left rear. I mean, still feel fine. Yeah. That's 9 laps. And that was already same stint as the mediums. Oh, that's in the Wall of Champions. How do we not get safety cars? Oh, Dom got a 3-second. Let's go.
We're approaching the pit window
That's
now,
huge.
and you're going to be on hards next time.
I now notice that Dom picks up a 3-second time penalty, so now me and him are back to even with Nova as well on the same time penalty. So we are back to all square between us three, and we pick up our second warning. So one more, and we will have another 3-second
Gap to
time
your
penalty.
teammate behind, 15.4
So just as we
seconds.
get back on an even playing field,
Okay, be careful.
we might have
superiority
ourselves
retired
back into another
any
hole.
time now.
Superiority retires as we are
As
on
it-
lap 21 now.
Yeah, he's in the pit lane.
So now, for the remainder of this race, we have to be super careful around the
Pitting
track
this lap
with
then, coming
very
to the pits at
tough
the end of this lap.
track limits. It's
Right.
going to be difficult, but certainly possible, and we got to do it if we want to have any chance at a win. Coming in now for our second stop, putting on our second and
Okay,
final
off we go,
set of
back
hard
into the
tires
race.
to take us to the end. We're in a great spot right now. Currently P5.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We've got a few drivers ahead that are on different strategies, and we are on much fresher tires. So the Alpine in front boxes. Now we're eyeing down Turbo, who's a very quick driver, but we have the tire advantage. So just looking to make the move as quick as possible so we can set our sights on Dom
The
and
Ferrari
push
drivers ahead of
for
you
a
now.
race win.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres.
Oh, why did I go deep there?
Maybe pushing a little bit hard there.
Increasing the gap to
Go
the car
slightly
behind by a
deep,
few
make a
seconds per lap.
bit of an
Keep
error.
it up.
But we still have DRS, and we're still able to keep the gap under a second with Turbo here going into the hairpin.
Berkey now ahead of Turbo Chicken. Will very likely have this, no, will not have the double DRS.
We've got the move done as we enter the DRS zone
Fastest lap at the moment, 1,
here on lap
12.3.
24 as Turbo goes into the pits.
Turbo almost fucking flew into the back of me at pit entry.
Yeah, pit entry is super sketchy here at Canada, so it
Virtual safety
felt
car,
a lot
virtual safety
closer than it
car.
probably
Reduce
was.
speed immediately and keep
Um,
a positive delta.
But here on lap 25, we have a retirement.
Bro, Joshua parked in a dangerous location. What is... He's beached!
Super unlucky
Okay, the safety
for
car is
bro
out.
Joshua
Safety
on
car
his
is out.
home
We need to
GP,
form up at reduced
as
pace. Keep a
our
close eye on
strategy
that delta
kind of
time.
gets
Make sure
the
to
shit
keep it
end of the
positive.
stick here.
Well, this helps fucking Dom, who has 2 mediums, being put on fresh mediums. Man, that sucks. Wow. That was one of the worst timed safety cars for me. P1, but I don't know how much longer. We'll see. One way to find out. I'm looking at Fridge's stream. Everyone has penalties except for Gold Killer, Turbo, and that's it. And maybe one Nut Tuck.
That safety car really ruined our strategy. Played into the one stoppers for sure. Gave them a free stop to get on fresh mediums. And we're out on old hards now.
But we are resuming this race here. Berkey leading the pack. Dom
Going.
But now all we have to do is just keep our head down and lock in. I know that Dom and Nova are probably going to get past me pretty quick here. And you can see there in my rear view that Dom is just chomping at the bit. But I got to be quick and at the same time not violate any track limits, because if I do, it's toast for me. We all are on 3 seconds.
Come on, Nova. I need you to attack him, man.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear.
Begging
Now,
Nova
taking
to
care
close
of
up to the back of Dom there to try and slow him down for me. But, I mean, Dom's pace on those fresh mediums is pretty much inevitable. And he sends it down the
Bump
inside.
out of the way. Cool.
He makes a little bit of contact with me. No harm, no foul. Would have liked to see the move done without contact, but we move on. Just going to try and stick with him as long as I can here.
Oh, no.
And just look at that exit on that chicane. It's ridiculous, the grip difference. I instantly check my tire wear
Okay,
just to
the
see
stewards have now
how
enabled DRS.
much of a difference
DRS
it is
now
compared to him.
online.
And Dom is looking like he's just going to run away with this one, as I'm kind of holding Nova back a little bit here. And Dom is just getting further and further away at the moment. Nova all over the back.
Yeah. Shit happens. Shit happens at Monaco. Like, people getting mad about Monaco incidents, like, I mean, what do we expect here?
Nova gaining. What are these time penalties looking like? Because that's what it really comes down to. So the top 5, no time penalties. Taking the inside in the chicane. Into second now. Steven Beecham now with 6 seconds. Epic Baller happy to see that. Gold Killer still the only one without penalties.
And we are coming down to the last chicane as Nova sends it on me.
Why'd you send that, Nova? Oh well. I was in a bad spot.
That was honestly super frustrating that he sent it right there. He was going to go by at any moment. Since he sent it on there, it slowed both of us down a ton. And it kind of just gave Dom a big advantage. So I was pretty frustrated with Nova on that one. But again, no harm, no foul. Just really aggressive, and he could have waited for a better moment. But now we're just going to try and tag along with it. Just try and stay within DRS range. We've still got 4 laps to go, coming down to 3 to go. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in this race still. We just got to keep it clean and just hang on. And just pray that our hard tires cross over with the mediums on tire wear at any point before the checkered flag. That's all I'm trying to do, is just hang on until that tire dig matches up and maybe even gives us an advantage. Still within DRS, just holding on by a thread.
Oh, these fresh mediums against my hards is literally fucking hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. Like, I'm so fucked. Just so unlucky, the timing. I mean, nothing I can control. So, how it is. Just hoping I can stay within DRS until last lap, and maybe my hards will cross over by then.
Was feeling pretty dire in this moment. Did not think that anything was going to go our way after that safety car. Just trying to stay in it as long as I can, but definitely losing the mentality a little bit.
Oh, Damn, Turbo's way fucked. Damn. Didn't feel like that. Yeah, the wing.
I'm not understanding it, man. I get that they're ghosted, but Dom has lost the plot. Dom has cooked himself. This would potentially drop him to fourth, maybe fifth if he just. Oh, this is great for Nova. This is looking like a race win for Nova. All he has to do is not get another time penalty in these 2 laps and not let Berkey ahead of him. That is the only stipulation, and I guess, still stay within 3 seconds of Dom. This is looking. Oh, what has he done? He is a disabled man swimming in shark-infested waters right now. Berkey is so close behind him. He is going to be under pressure for the rest of this, like lap and a half of this race to hold on to a race win.
And just as we are starting to feel a little bit defeatist, feel a little bit out of it, the race comes back to us. Dom picks up a time penalty. Nova gets a little bit loose on one of the chicanes, brings us right back into DRS.
They're on old mediums. Their tires
Again, trying to keep it as tidy as we can, not pick up another invalidation, because that's going to be the key to us potentially winning this race.
3 seconds will be added to their time at the end of the race.
Oh shit, Dom got a second penalty. Holy shit, wins on.
I think his first race win in PTRL. It's going to come down to the wire for Nova. He only has a second gap left that he could possibly lose to Dom ahead. Oh, there's a move made by Berkey. Has Nova sold it? Has Nova sold his first race win in PTRL, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. It is now Berkey looking at a race win, but if they continue fighting, they will hand that win back to Dom. It is in their best interest. I don't know what's in their best interest. Really, this comes down to Nova cooking himself through that turn. Losing grip. They're losing time. They are rapidly losing time to Dom ahead. Berkey kind of clear of Nova. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nuttuck is DNF'd! When did that happen? Oh my god.
Now we're eyeing down Nova. Going into the same chicane, he overtook us. Cuts us off slightly. Narrows our entry.
Fucking try to squeeze me again, Nova. Goddamn.
Elbows out.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Very aggressive racing. Didn't love it. But we are through and into the second place position for the time being. Provisionally first place as long as we can keep the gap. 3 seconds. 3 seconds is all that we need to not lose by. Cannot lose by more than 3 seconds to Dom ahead. We're pushing like hell, and so is Dom. Trying to keep Nova behind. Save up as much battery as we can for these DRS zones. As Nuttuck, he retires. Now, all I'm thinking is just keep it on the track here. Don't go deep into the hairpin, and we don't. We get a decent exit. Nova is still behind, but we've got around 20% battery still to deploy. And Dom is in our sights. We're still under 3 seconds. Into the final chicane we go. Oh! Holy shit. Let's fucking go. P1, baby. Fuck yeah. Dude, he bend it. P1. He bend it.
Berkey. Oh my god. Oh my god. This could be it. This could be for Berkey. Is this Berkey's first win in PTRL Season 2? Dom! It is Berkey win. Nova second. Nova selling a race win. But more of a sell is Dom, who DNF'd into that last chicane. Last corner. All he had to do was cross the finish line and he would get a solid chunk of points. DNFing, getting none. 0, or wherever he ends up falling down to. I don't know. What the fuck?
An absolutely insane finish.
Let's fucking go.
Dom bends it into the wall of champions, trying to gain.
Dude, let's fucking go. That was huge.
Trying to gain those last final tenths of a second to get that 3-second advantage. But it's going to be us taking the victory, the first win of Season 2. Super pumped about that, especially after the Monaco mishap. A terrific day for Haas as we get P1 and Eric in P7.
Let's fucking go. All right, P1 for us. Eric with a good finish as well. P7. Good day for Haas. Good day for us. Yeah, catch you next week. Peace.